We are charged with great responsibility, and we take it seriously. Beloved Creator, we challenge others in high positions to do the same when they fail to question or acknowledge the damage their decisions and actions have done and are doing to so many who blindly trust and entrust their very lives to them. We do it for our children, and we do it for all the children. We stand firm in support of the people. We stand firm in our faith that goodness and truth will prevail. And we speak out and we shine our light and our love in the name of all that is good and righteous. Let it be so. And so it is.
Thank you, Charlie. Hello, my name's Ron Vroman. I'm the old white man talking head for the Oregon Statewide Jural Assembly. Let's suppose every hierarchy we have ever been in, we rose to the top, which is an area of mindset. Being number 1 or number 10 in a field of 300 salespeople is the same. Put it on the bell curve. Then do it for 8 consecutive years. Now you're getting a pretty good run. Then let's take a U.S. Navy GTC, General Intelligence Test, and find that the score is where the top of all recruits tested are located. When one takes the test and scores 100, one moves on. And if one passes the same test with a 62.5, they also move on. Now we place several people into a social compact that have all risen to the top of several hierarchies. If I am in that hierarchy, I'm the little old white man talking head for a very strong hierarchy. Sui juris is the title of the hierarchy. All my friends and associates, fellows, comrades, and peers are men and women with their progeny in a de jure jurisdiction venue law form with status and standing of original jurisdiction. I have been, I was, I am told by 2 former sheriffs that the sheriffs and the deputies are too ignorant to comprehend the complications of the situation. That was rewarding. The reality is of a de facto United States of Washington District of Columbia, Inc., operating an illegal and illegitimate enterprise with the state of Oregon being a subdivision. They are engaged in a several level chess competition of good and evil and life and death endeavors. Our 36 sheriffs, as an example, are without a lawful oath to the lawful Constitution circa 1859, with God included. That needs to be remedied. How about the unanimous declaration of the 13 United States of America, semicolon, Confederation and Perpetual Unions, apostrophe S article, styled the United States of America's Constitution circa 1859. That is as close to accurate as I can get. This is original jurisdiction. I typed that out and dropped it in chat. You can show it on the screen if you want. So to have unbroken provenance, an unbroken chain of custody, de jure, we must reconstitute the actual de jure 33 or a quorum of the several states with their proper bona fides, including South Carolina. They have to rescind their secession. There has been color of law from December 24th, 1860, when South Carolina broke the perpetual union and seceded, which they had every right to do. We have been deficient in our most basic principle of who we are. This was exacerbated by sine die, March 1861, then Executive Order 100 Lieber Code. It was a benevolent martial law, last updated by the U.S. Army in 2018. The benevolent morphed into malevolent recently, which is nullified by Ex parte Milligan, our civilian court of record, a grand jury pool that has provided this many lawful grand juries on Oregon. And we've done that in the last 5 years. And that has produced presentments. The grand jury hears it and makes a decision. Is there a true bill or is there no bill? Or do we investigate more? And the grand jury decided that there was 5 true bills, and those went to our Articles 3, Amendment 7, Civilian Court of Record in the de jure, and the presentments. I got it all written down. Let me just read it. And that produced presentments to the de facto and true bills to the de jure. 38 prosecutors on Oregon and 5, that many, Article 3, Amendment 7, Civilian Court of Record verdicts, whose jury has no appeal in fact, and that's published on www.orsja.org. There were 93 persons of the state of Oregon de facto incorporated subdivision of the United States of Washington District of Columbia, Inc., that were convicted as oath breakers, without honor, and unfit for a position of trust. That was one governor, Kate Brown, 2 senators, Ron Wyden and Jeff Merkley, 1 House Rep, Suzanne Bonamici, and 89 Oregon State of Oregon, all caps State of Oregon legislators, all with an oath. The entire judiciary were and are lawfully removed as of November 2022. All of them illegitimate, illegal, de facto. Grand jury heard it. Presentments made. There are 36 sheriffs without a proper oath to the proper constitutions, with God included, as of December 2nd, 2023, and 38 prosecutors. That's a DA from every county, the Attorney General for Oregon, which is probably State of Oregon, and the JAG from the National Guard. Nicholas is his name. So those prosecutors on Oregon received 3,534 grand jury presentments in the last 5 years. and 3,534 verdicts from our Article 3, Amendment 7, Civilian Court of Record, with docket numbers, and we have had no response. It seems to me that our start last week with the Marion County Sheriff, a new sheriff, to have his oath and bond, his bona fides, his fulfillment of the requirements of his job constitutionally and administratively, that has to be done properly. He'll either comply or he won't comply, and that was started. Posted on the public bulletin board. They took it down once, then we had a little talk, and they put it back up again. Thank you, Cynthia, and thank you, Brandon. So we started it with Marion County last week, from top to bottom. They were all served. Then we're going to go to Bend tomorrow. The Oregon State Sheriff's Association is having their annual meeting in Bend. All the purveyors and providers and supporters of the Oregon Sheriff's Association will be there. We'll be there tomorrow, opening day. Purchase our sponsorship and join the association, and our marshal will purchase membership in the law enforcement for the Oregon Sheriff statewide. We're all going to be one together with proper oaths and proper bonds. I have something here that I want to add. I send sheriffs emails frequently. We have a lot of things to discuss with them. And out of the 36 sheriffs, there's 1, 2, 3 that have decided that they do not need to hear petitions for redress of grievance from the Oregon Statewide Jural Assembly, so they block us. And it's Jeff Van Arsdale of the Benton County, and it's John Gottney from Crook County, and it's John Ward from Curry County. I hope to see them tomorrow and ask them to remove that block and take a proper oath to a proper set of constitutions circa 1859. And I yield.
They do not want to let go of this. They do not intend on losing here. And we do not intend giving it back to them.
And then the bullets started flying. Then he jumps out of the car, and he's got both his hands up. And he got out of the car, and he had his hands in the air. He's like, just shoot me then. This is what you want, just shoot me. And they did. They shot him dead. With his hands in the air, and I fought. I swear to God. He was just walking with his hands in the air. And they shot him. And they shot him dead, and then after he was down on the ground, shot him 3 more times.